I'm not going to trade Louisiana farms for $6 billion in infrastructure.
That's the sentiment of Louisiana Commissioner of Agriculture and Forestry, Dr. Mike Strain, on the infrastructure bill passed by the U.S. Senate. The bipartisan bill includes several improvements important to Louisiana.
What has been earmarked within that bill, is about $6 billion for Louisiana. Overall, as it has left the Senate, there's about $110 billion that is for roads and physical infrastructure. There's also money in there for ports. There's about $65 billion or so for broadband internet.
People think that this is some all of a sudden new package that Congress decided we really need to handle infrastructure, but really it's every 5 years a highway bill that Congress has to take up to continually fund a lot of our just ongoing road and bridge projects and federal highways and those things. But this time around, there was a lot tacked on to make it an infrastructure bill, which has some really good provisions, including roads and bridges, our ports and waterways, and rural broadband, which is a big priority for us.
Louisiana Farm Bureau National Affairs Coordinator Andy Brown says he's working with the state's congressional delegation to ensure they know the concerns of farmers and ranchers, especially when it comes to finding money to pay for bridges and broadband. One concern of American Farm Bureau was the elimination of stepped-up basis when determining estate taxes.
Our delegation as a whole seems to be very understanding of the need to not put the pay-for of this bill on the backs of farmers and ranchers. They know how important that is to the economy of our state. And it's just, it's a simple, almost a moral issue of my family member passes away, has worked very hard to acquire land, to build capital, to build a business, and if they just want to pass that on to the next generation, why would you tax them to a level that they can't sustain?
It has been said over and over and over again, we're going to increase corporate taxes, we're going to increase capital gains taxes, and we are going to markedly increase inheritance taxes.
And if farmers and ranchers cannot pass their operations to the next generation, Strain is concerned about who could get control of agriculture.
And who's going to buy the farms? Will it be Wall Street, right? Or will it be foreign investors when your farmers, the families, can't continue to own the family farm upon the death of the parents?
Again, the bill is now in the House, which is controlled by the Democrats. But as you heard Louisiana Farm Bureau National Affairs Coordinator Andy Brown say, the Louisiana delegation knows the concerns of the state's farmers and ranchers. And of course, the price tag really is the concerning side. Obviously, we need broadband here in Louisiana. We need more roads and bridges. And this sort of bill is not an odd one because every 5 years or so, they pass something to pay for roads and bridges.
Right.
So the problem is we're so polarized, and we've got to really try to get past that.
It's the story across the board for everything.
I know. Hopefully we can all come together and we can get some good done, and it's not done on the backs of our farmers and ranchers.